What's up, everybody? How you doing? This is Ashley, your community manager, and I'm starting a new video series. I'm calling it Ash's Noob to Pro Adventure. These will be approximately 15 to 30 minutes long, and we'll probably post them weekly, just depending on how things go. In episode 1, we're going to start with a brand new character and see where the quests take us. So let's get started. We are in New Haven. As you can see, we've got a little beam directing us to talk to Jake. What's up, Jake? He says, "Hey, stranger, have you seen a talking cow around here?" Talking cow? What's that? Moola, she is the realm's farmer and she sells seeds and equipment. He says he's not crazy. All right. He thinks we're new. This is a new character. He sees us. So we're in High Realms, a cluster of floating islands, and he loves to chat, but he's late for a trade deal with Moola and wants our help. All right, let's do it. All right, so we have to make him some dough. Looks like the wheat is over here. All right, so let's follow this beam and get us some wheat. We found the wheat farm. Now we need 9 wheat. We got this awesome new feature where you can, if you're on PC, you can just hit F to harvest. If you're on console or mobile, there is now a button on your screen that you can just tap to harvest. So you don't even need to have your tool out to harvest. All right, so we're going to make this dough. 3 dough. All right, close that. It's taking us back to Jake. Like Jake from State Farm. He doesn't look anything like Jake. All right, so we got to sell this dough. What's next? Ooh, so we begin. We finished, so we begin. I see. We got some bread. All right, he says thanks. All right. So do we have questions? Can we find out about farming, or we just want to get started? Let's see what he has to say about farming. Farming is by far the best method of making money. When we own our own island, we can create much better farms. We can earn money by selling resources gathered from trees and ores too. We get our own island? Yes, everybody does. Woohoo! We can make our own farm or build whatever we want. All right, let's upgrade our tools. So we're going to make a stone axe and a stone pickaxe. First, we need some wood and we need some stone. All right, we'll come back when we have those items. All right, he gave us wood tools. So let's use our axe and chop down some trees. Got some fancy oak trees here. All right. All right. Oh, if you're on PC, you can use Q to dash and sprint to, or shift to sprint. Let's find this stone mine over here. Cute. All right, now we're gonna use our wood pickaxe. Get us some stone. All right. Cool. Now we run back. Looks like we got a bunch of stuff. Got some more oak. All right. Now we're going to speak back to Jake. He says we're starting to get the hang of it. Well, he's going to explain to us about mastery and XP. So when we farm, mine, or cut trees, we earn 2 types of XP. Player XP increases my level, giving me more health. That's this bar down here. And category XP unlocks new tools and items. All right, so for example, oak trees give us oak XP. We've already earned enough XP to craft oak planks. We can check our masteries to see what we've unlocked. Let's do that. So we've unlocked some wheat stuff. And we have unlocked some forestry, some oak items. What else? And mining, and we didn't unlock any stone stuff yet. All right, so we checked our masteries. All right, now we got to craft these new tools. All right, so generally we need a forge, but since these are new tools, newbie tools, we can use the regular crafting bench over here. So let's do an axe and a pickaxe. First, we got our pickaxe. And we got our regular axe. Alright. What's next, Jake? We are ready to take on the realms. Woohoo! I feel so powerful. We're far from powerful, apparently. Alright. So we have to strengthen our soul to increase our health and work on getting better gear. Alright, we're gonna get our own island. And then our possibilities are endless, he says. Alright. So see you later, Jake. We're gonna talk to Maya now. Alright. This is cute. Looking out. We run to the citadel. Let's view it. Ooh, we got a wood hoe and a wood sword when we got here. Nice. Nice to see an overview of the zone when you first get in here. Alright. We are here. Okay, it tells us that we need to put our sword in our inventory. I'm going to move this stuff over here. Just because I like things arranged that way. Alright, let's speak to Maya. We've got Gideon. Ooh. Oh, yeah, let's talk about Farlight crystals. So I just got one. In every area except the marketplace, New Haven, and your private island, there are 8 Farlight crystals hidden. So you can get 8 here in the Citadel, 8 in the mines, 8 in the forest, 8 in the new Arctic zone, and 8 in the mire. And when you get one, it gives you more hit points down here. I was at 52, now I'm at 53. So yeah, when you find those, definitely collect them. Alright, what does Maya have to tell us? Alright, she says, "Hey newbie, is this your first time here?" How could she tell? Apparently I look overwhelmed. Alright, Sparky. This is the Citadel. If we're looking for work or just looking to help out, this is the place. There are merchants here who sell goods and services. Maya herself sells tools and weapons, okay? She says, we look a little under gun. Oh, she's a little under the gun for her suppliers. Can we earn some money? Yeah, let's do it. Alright. So, we need to get some experience working in the mines. We have starter gear, so we're good for that. She's going to give us a mining potion. Alright. Alright, let's be careful in the mines, she says. Alright, we're heading to the mines. Alright. It's loading so slow. Ooh, we got a badge for coming to the mines. Get our nice overview. Look at all the people. Mines are busy. Beware of slimes. Alright. We made it to the mines. We're supposed to go to the copper mines, it says up here. Let's do that. Right. Now we gotta get to level 5. Alright. Okay. Copper. Woo. We already got some levels. Okay. We're moving on up. Level 4. Not quite level 5 yet. There we go. Alright, so we finished Forge and Fortune, and we got some coal and some coins. And now it looks like it wants us to talk to the blacksmith, and he'll smelt ore for us. So let's get our copper smelted. Look at that. Oh, and he gave us 10 more. That's nice. Okay, speak to him. He's the blacksmith. He can smelt ores, coins, so we don't have to use the furnace. That's awesome. All right, we're looking for work. So he needs some help. He needs us to set an example for his crew. All right, we can do that. Gather 64 copper and then come back. Okay. All right. We're all over that. Aren't we? Maybe we should take that mining potion. Let's do that. Let's help ourselves out. Oh, that's much faster. All right. Up to 13. Get the stuff out of the way. All right. That's all stone. Let's Let's see if there's more down here. Woo! We're leveling up. We're already level 6. We just started and we're already level 6. Crazy. Alright, we're halfway through this quest. Oops. Yeah, we're getting it. Some more of my copper over here. Wonder what the black bounty hunter wants to talk to us about. Let's see after we finish this, getting this ore. Yeah. Oh, one more. All right. What does bounty hunter want? He says, not another step. Okay. There's a slime infestation. Okay. All right. So we can help with that, right? All right. Where are these slimes at? There's a big sign in the front, right? It said, beware of slimes. Whee! All right. Let's waste these slimes. Oh, we need 3 more. Ah, we're getting attacked. 2 more. Last one down here. All right. Let's climb out of here. We got some green goo and some slime XP and some coin. All right. He says, well done. All right, we made it safe there. Now it's telling us about gizmos. Drill like machines. The copper nourishes them. Interesting. We can't do it with the wood sword. We need a stone sword. I think we can make a stone sword? Oh, we can. There we go. Let's switch that over. Oh, we gotta speak to him again. Alright, we're ready to take on the gizmos. Okay. Alright. Gizmos. Say hello to my stone sword. Alright. 5 more. We're halfway done. We're losing some health though. Oh. Get off him. 3 more. Hit this one here. Maybe one more after this guy. Alright. Almost. This last one. Alright, we finished this quest, and now he's not going to talk to us. So, looks like we have to talk to Maya before we can do more with him. What about the blacksmith? Most of the miners are working again. That's good. There's still a few. They're terrified. We gotta go hype them up. Alright. We gotta find Bubba, Earl, and Jeb. Here's Earl. Come on, Earl. He says he's on a break. Let's call him a bum. Get your bum and do your job. Alright. Oh, that didn't take much convincing. Alright, who's over here? We got Jeb. Alright. Let's see. You chose this job. You don't get to choose when you work. He'd rather be fighting Grimthorns. Last one's over here. This one must be Bubba. Alright, Bubba. There's nothing we can say. Come on, it's not that bad. He says he can do it. Alright. We convinced him. Alright. So both quests tell us we gotta go back to talk to Maya. So let's do that. Let's talk to Maya. Right on. Alright. Hey, Maya. What's happening? Oh. There it is. Just took a second. Alright. She says she barely recognizes us. We have so much ash on our face. Mines were easy. Alright, we're up for a bit of a challenge. Ooh, a special task from the king. Citadel's overgrown with oak. Okay. Alright. We can use some oak wood. Alright, let's go get some oak trees then. Alright. Let's do it. There's a lot of oak trees we gotta chop down. Okay. Aw. Alright, let's go over here. There's a lot more trees over here. Anyway. Okay. We need 14 more. Luckily, they don't take too long. That's weird. We're almost done. Trees are acting weird. Except with that. It's like they're not getting chopped down all the way. You need an extra push. Hey, that was really rude. Okay. Okay, they're back up over here. Let's do it. We'll need 3 more. That wasn't very nice either. Okay, we got 2 more over here. If you're not a new player, you should be nicer to the new players. Don't steal all of their trees. Alright, speak to Maya. Alright, we made the courtyard look prettier. Okay. We need to come back to her when we have copper tools. Can we make copper tools yet? Let's see. Oh, I think we need to smelt copper. Yeah. Alright, let's go back into the mines and smelt all of our copper. We can do it. Then we can have copper pickaxe and a copper sword. Or, not sword. Pickaxe and regular axe. Alright. Axe and a pickaxe. Okay. Let's get those equipped. Excellent. Okay. We go back and see what Maya has for us. Oh, we also have to get a sword. Man. What do we need for the sword? More copper. Shoot. Don't worry. Little hiccups. Alright, let's go get some more copper. Now we have a copper pickaxe. It should be faster. I think we needed like 30 or something. We're at 24. Alright, let's see if that's enough. Not quite. Nope. We need 5 more. At least you don't have to go all the way back to your island now to make these tools. That's really nice. Alright, now we can make a copper sword. There we go. Alright, now we feel powerful. Alright, let's go back to Maya. What mission do you think Maya has for us? Okay. Alright. So she wants to go visit her lumberjack friend. Let's go find Maya's lumberjack friend. I got a pro tip. So while we're here in the forest, we are also going to talk to the author because some of his tasks are similar to what Maya's asking us to do. So we're going to be able to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Actually, I think we may have to talk to the lumberjack and go back to Maya and then get those quests, but that's the plan. Alright. I love these flyovers. They're so cool. Alright, Mr. Lumberjack. We're a friend of Maya's, yeah. Alright, he lost his... The wood came off of his stone axe. We can help him find that. Alright. Okay. It's kind of cheating. I already know where it is. There it is. Can't unlearn that fact, right? Okay. So we're going to go back to Maya. We'll just use the teleport button instead of running all the way back to the portal. Teleport UI helps us be lazy. Just a little bit, right? Okay. Speak to Maya. Alright, she gives some cherry wood for our iron tools for later. Alright, she wants us to go kill 10 slimes. Okay. 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 Like I said, we're gonna chat with the author before we start Maya's quest. This is a tip for you guys. If you haven't played yet, get the author's quest before you work on these eliminate 10 green slimes. Because the author is telling us he's writing a book and he's doing all these experiments. If you're a Spirit Guides player, this might feel familiar. But he is learning about the world. He's writing a book and he needs your help for information. So he's struggling to add and he wants us to help. Alright, so we're going to start with something easy. He wants to know about the different weaponry. So we're going to fight some slimes with some different swords. Copper, stone, and wood. Come back to me with your findings. Alright. So let's also put the stone and wood sword in our copper. Because we first need to pin that quest so we know what we're doing. There you go. If you're ever missing a quest, you didn't see get out of here, just hit this button and then make sure this little flag is checked. See, if it's not checked, it doesn't show up. So now we know we gotta eliminate one creature with a wood sword. Let's do it. See, and while we're doing this, it's also going to eliminate the 10 that we need for Maya's quest. Alright, one with the stone sword. And probably, yep, one with the copper sword. Alright. Okay, then we're going to go back and talk to him again. Alright, how did it go? It went well. Yeah, the copper sword was a lot more efficient, I think. Alright, we get a next assignment. It's going to give us an enchanted stone sword with burning on it. Ooh. Alright, we're going to burn our enemies. Woohoo! Let's equip that. Okay. So we need to kill 5 with this burning enchant. If you're familiar with burning, it kind of adds a damage over time. So you can kind of move on. Hit them once and run away. And they'll die. Say bye, Mr. Slime. Okay, see, we're almost done with Maya's. This quest from Maya. Alright, we finished that for the author. Let's, while we're at it, finish the stage for Maya. Okay. See, because Maya wants us to kill pink slimes next. What does the author want us to do? Yeah, it made a huge difference. Alright, what's the next mission? We have to go with mine. Okay, so we're gonna unpin this quest and we'll work on it in the next video. Because I don't want to go back to the mines again. So let's go get us some pink slimes. Are they up here? Do you see any? I don't see any. You might have to clear some regulars to get the pink ones to spawn. Let's hit him with this burning. Let's go down here. Get rid of these guys. Maybe a pink one will spawn in. Get some bread in us. Heal up. Okay. Oh, there's a pinky. Get him. Okay. Let's check up here, see if any pink ones have spawned in. Just regular ones up here. Need 2 more pink slimes. Whoops. I fell in here. The pink one spawned down there? No. Right over here. This poor guy. Getting attacked. We can help. Might be AFK. None of those are pink. Come on. Come on, RNG. Help us out. Give us some pink slimes. An ancient one. Come on. Help us out. Uh-oh. He's stuck in the water. Poor little guy. About these guys down here. Still no pinks down here. Oh no, we died. Gotta watch that health bar. Oops. Gotta also not dash into things. That's not great. Okay. Run back. Give us some pink slimes, please. How about you? Will you turn pink? Oh, look, there's one. Alright, we just need one more. Up your way over there. Oh, lots of slime gores this time around. There's another pink. Yay. Oops. Okay. All right. Well, we have to start talking cow to finish with Maya's quest line. So I am going to say that for next time. So next time we'll do a whole bunch of stuff on our island. I want to thank you guys for joining me for episode 1 of Ash's Noob to Pro adventure. I hope you'll join me next week when I post episode 2. See you soon.